My name's Dylan. I chair Dylan Kirk. I chair this meeting. I work with USIC, supervise the area. Normally we have Parrish start with this presentation and then go into some new business after that. You want to start the presentation, Parrish?
Sure. Move Matt out of the way here. He keeps coming back over. Stay out of the way, Matt. Not the Northwest Triad. It's Guilford.
You got it recorded.
Yes. All right. Welcome to the Guilford UCC for August 2023. Normally there's a bunch of slides up front, so we're going to hit them really fast. I didn't minimize it for this one. Paradigm training is this month. If you want to attend, I know you go. Did you go, Jeff? Okay. Yeah, it's Sam ran it in this area here. Did you go to Greensboro? Yeah. So Sam was putting that on. National Night Out in August the 1st is a police program. We actually had the mini excavator out there, and Howard and myself and Ralph Murphy, I believe it was, put on. We worked on 9 o'clock. We had to finally tell the kids we're out of gas. Really, we wanted to go home, go to the hotel room to put our presentation together for the month. But yeah, it was a good time. 811 day, August 11th, and then the 21st to the 23rd. You can see here the electrical inspector's going on now. Today is the last day. So Ann and Howard are actually wrapping that up at Carolina Beach. It's a tough event. Somebody had to do it at the beach. So yeah, and volunteered to go.
Option, did you?
No. This is across state North Carolina. Again, if you were at the Northwest Triad, they're the same, plus 7% over July 2022, and in year to date 6.8%, 8.3 in the transmissions over July 2022, and then year to date 6.4. So it's up across the board. The 3-hour increased 5% here, 5.5%. The new tickets actually went down for Guilford, 5,512 is a 3.3% decrease over July of 2022. And then the ticket updates is outstanding, almost a 17% decrease. This is what we're really looking for. Average location per day, 457. So year to date, the 3-hour is up 18%. The new ticket total is down 5.3, and then the ticket update 5.2% decrease as well. Average location per day, 457. So out of the 9,134 tickets called in to Guilford last month, you can see Brown Summit made the list. Greensboro always comes out on top. High Point, and then McLeansville, Oak Ridge, some of the smaller numbers. Damages that were reported to either NC 811 or the CGA through the dirt lights, Guilford County had 49. So as far as damages that are up there, Guilford is one of, I mean, behind Wake and Mecklenburg, which are larger counties. Guilford, for whatever reason, is always way up there. Durham at 46. But yeah, and I know Piedmont's got a program instituted to help reduce that, which I'm sure is helping the damages. Joel's not on here. Tooting his own horn. I hear you. Guilford, so the top 10 callers for Guilford County, you can see utility line construction services, Southeast Connection, National On Demand, AT&T, and J&J Underground are the top 5. Everybody else is bringing up the bottom. And we have Southeast Connections in here, so thank you for being here. Any comment or question on the top 10 for, and that's something they're going to start doing from here on out. They want to add this just to kind of get. Who's the national? I have no idea.
They bury spectrum drops.
There's a lot of fiber overbuild going on.
So National On Demand, AT&T, Utility Operations, and J&J. Those are all phone or cable drops. Vortec is a Duke a Duke sub. Ditech works with AT&T and Lumos. That one at the bottom, GHL, that's new Lumos fiber, probably out in the McLeansville area.
So they're a subcontractor for Lumos?
Yeah, I believe so.
Vortec is big on the electric side, right?
They do, yeah, they do. They also do some work, I think, for Spectrum too.
Right, it's not Vortec.
Vortec works a lot with Duke, but I think they do other things too.
There is your state UCC officers for the 2023-2024 year. And then Mr. Chase Gibson was presented with the Damage Prevention Most Valuable Professional for the work that he does, not only with the UCCs, the local UCCs, but the state UCC as well. I know he was at one time on the board and he chaired it as well. So congratulations to Chase. He does work for Kings Mountain in the natural gas side. There's your good looking education team. And again, as I stated earlier, more damages occur in August than any other month of the year. Probably not sure why. But
In the summer, huh?
yeah, yeah.
That's all I can come up with. It's hot, man. We gotta do shit.
Yeah, sweat's dripping in people's eyes and yeah. So. All right, barring any questions and or comments, that concludes my presentation, sir.
All right, thank you, Parrish. Usually start with old business. Guy, you were here last month, right?
Yeah.
Any old business that stands out that you remember?
Nothing major came out of the last one. What was it? What was it, like 2 of us here, 3 of us here?
And Ann was one of them. Ann Rushing was one of them.
Yeah.
That's fine. Anybody from Duke here?
Since we quit having their facility.
Really? I wish they
The
were
power
here.
side doesn't come since we stopped having it at their facility.
Well, I wish they were here because, talking to some people at Duke, there's supposed to be a lot of, Duke work, coming up here this month and next month. A lot of power replacement, primary replacement. So, we'll have to try and get them here next month if that hasn't started yet. But, volume should go up. They're talking about a lot of work. So that's who I wanted to talk to today. I guess we go around, introduce ourselves, say, who we're here representing, and if you have any new business to bring to the table, any damage prevention, really anything that'd be useful for our group. I can start. Dylan Kirk, supervise USIC here in Greensboro, and then I stretch out to the Burlington area, and then almost down to Snow Camp too. New business, I brought up the Duke is supposed to be doing a lot of power replacement coming up. Lumos, that's another county, Alamance, but they do still have some work here in Guilford, but it's towards that Alamance border. That is pretty much dried up. In the northern section of Guilford, that GHL excavator I brought up, the more I think about it, Charter is running a lot of rural fiber. So most of that is Rockingham County, but some of it does go through northern Guilford. So be on the lookout for that work and those excavators. What else? I guess that's about all the new business I got.
Jeff Brown, NCDOT Bridge Maintenance in Guilford. We just replaced the pipe in the Cleansville area, and we're about to finish it up. Had fiber involved, no issues, everything's going well with that. We have no plans to do any further digging at this time.
Keith Jones on the Southeast Connections. We were doing a bunch of work here in Greensboro, on our SLIP program. We're pretty much wrapped that up for the year, but we're gonna keep doing a bunch of these PWOM, which is keeling, where there's no, meters on houses and whatnot. Some of the damage prevention stuff we do a lot of after hours training. Last week we had another one. We always have really good attendance, but we try to, address the importance of taking extra steps. 1 month we did locating, this month we did fire extinguisher, and how to use it properly, and stuff like that. So we try to touch base on different items each time. And it's a good time. We cook. Well, David cooks, but we all help out. We get a lot of attendance, a lot of participation. Guys from our Conyers, which is our corporate office, come down and they do giveaways and prizes and door prizes. And we had a little challenge on pipe cutting this time too, and steel pipe. And so it's a good time, and it's a way to kind of bring the guys together and just reiterate the importance and, trying to take those extra steps to prevent damages, and if there is a damage, how to deal with it properly. So.
Chris Sharp, supervisor at SEC, handle like new main and subdivision. So, right now I don't have a lot going on with Guilford. Bulk of my work's in Winston and Rowan County. Do have some going on in Alamance. Nothing major right now going on with the big projects.
Here we single field supervisor for the consultant located I'm a supervisor for the Winston area.
Try to show them people something supervisor in the central Charlotte area. One of those ways kind of help out like just use of the areas, the people and everything. Back on the Duke Power job thing, what they're doing there is they're doing a big double bore project. They're changing 3 million feet total in the P1 area from like central on Charlotte all the way up to the center of Greensboro. Right now it's in Salisbury and Charlotte. They're going from overhead to underground, or they're also going from rear easement to front easement. I'm trying to get it to where it comes to accessing Duke facilities, you no longer try to get to it on the side of the DOT highways to do it, or you don't want it to be in someone's backyard to go to primary or something.
That's a great investment. I hate.
They told us 3 million feet, so they're going to try to get done this year by December. So that's the entirety of Piedmont County and everything. I don't know how much for Guilford and how much for.
Yeah, and that's all I knew too, is I didn't know it went all the way to Charlotte, but
The influx of tickets that everybody should be expecting to see for Duke.
that's great. I wish everything was in the front. It would probably prevent some damages too.
That's when I tell her all other utility ones that I know yet. That's what's coming.
Who's actually doing the work on?
So right now for us in Central Zone, utility ones is doing more work. But then they got subs coming out to doing the board shots and everything. So utility ones taking the poles out and basically excavating the primaries down to the ground.
Right.
And someone like A&E entrenching or and protective doing the primary boards. And they got a second company called Company Utility. Actually called Company Utility Fire, where they're going to do guarantee work. They're coming back in and doing the secondary installs. So every time so far it's been a job where it's called as a primary transition. So we had a neighborhood where it was all front and rear easement went to front. They did the whole ring, and then another company came in for some reason, so they did the same company. They called in their own tickets as well to do the secondaries. It's a little bit of a double work on those kind of neighborhoods from the ones that don't have it. That's their plan that we've done so far, and it's been our biggest one is Wilson Boulevard 74. They're doing it from right where it meets Gastonia border, Amazon plant or whatever, all the way up to the airport. Everything is overhead. It's going to go away. It's going to go to thing on the road.
Cool. Thank you for that.
I don't know, but I'm Tom Barrett. I manage the work that all of his folks do for Piedmont damage prevention stuff. I sit in Raleigh, so when I can get free, I just try to get out and get local where what's going on and speak to some folks. Made it here today. But, I was a little manages all crews we got working.
Again, I don't have as much as Cody does. We do the unlocatable work around here. We want to visit these UCCs just to get the word out, see if there's any kind of communication issues with contractors, things of that nature, make sure they have proper contacts. If they need something, they know who to reach out to, so we get going as quick as possible. Everything up here seems to be going pretty good for us. Nobody's been hollering today, so that's what I'm taking as a good day. Other than that, again, if anybody needs something, all they gotta do is reach out, we'll work with you best as possible.
Thank you.
Yep, so Kevin Sale, Piedmont Gas, construction, working with Scott and Chris and Keith and SEC putting in new mains and services. And like Keith said, our replacement service project, we were going hot and heavy on it, and we had to kind of pull the plug on it for a while, and we'll still be doing those kills. And we got some other replacement main projects. I think like Chris said, though, a lot of our stuff seems to be out away from Greensboro.
Yeah.
As far as new stuff. But yeah, just staying steady on new construction.
I'm Scott O'Cash with Piedmont Natural Gas, new construction side. I guess basically they're right as far as what's going on in Guilford County. Most of our new stuff is going in Oak Ridge. So that's where majority of mains and services and stuff are going in. We do have like a government reload project up here on Sandy Ridge Road that's going to kick off sometime in the near future. And it's going to need to get done pretty quickly, and it's going to be pretty extensive what we're doing out there. But as far as anything major going on right now in Guilford County, it is slower than normal. Everything's in Forsyth and things of that nature. And government reload stuff, a lot of stuff up at Rockingham, but not a whole lot here, but we're expecting to see it pick up before too long. The money's coming in.
The government reload, is it up there by the farmer's market?
It's in that area. There's
That station that sits on the right side of that house?
that's getting ready to be gone. We're moving it down the road.
Okay.
There's at least some high pressure run and quite a bit of high pressure run to get to it. And, low pressure will be put in this place. So like I said, that'll be a pretty extensive project. And then once we're done, then the road construction starts. So we see a lot more locations coming.
Sandy Ridge and National Service Road.
Yeah, all that. I'm trying to think, there's nothing else government reload going on in Guilford County. It doesn't mean what I say today, what happens tomorrow morning, two different things. It can show up in a minute's notice. So there's a lot of stuff that's sitting on the back burner that went idle for years and years, and then all of a sudden they're like, come back in, like, where are we at with this? Let's get started. So hopefully we'll keep it quiet for the rest of the year.
Thank you, Scott. Matt, do you have anything?
No, we got planning for a big overbuild through Greensboro on the railroad right away, but that job is just out for bid. Having a hard time finding people that actually want to bid on it. But once that starts, it'll probably be in a couple months. But other than that, we don't have anything else going on in Guilford County.
Okay. The only other thing I would add is with damage prevention is use the resources you have, communication, and the 811 tools. One of them being a 3-hour notice. Everybody's very busy right now, so if you get to your job site and it's not painted, use that tool. Also, use the sign-in sheet. I help many contractors connect them with either the supervisor they need with our company or the supervisor and the locator they need. So that 3-hour notice tool works. A lot of times I can get it done faster by getting you the person to talk to or the locator that has that job, and get somebody out to your job site pretty quickly so that you can dig safely and not get into something. So I get these calls every day. So use me as a good resource for that. And hopefully everybody can dig safely and not cut stuff and give the locators a break to get out there and get the job done before you guys start digging. Anybody else have anything they want to add before we wrap up the meeting?
September the 27th. I won't be here. I'm not sure who's going to run the meeting. I don't know if they're going to have it virtual or in person or hybrid. Probably not sure.
You taking some time off?
Yeah, I'm going to go up further.
I don't know. I can hear that. Well, if anybody has anything else, nope. Okay, we can go ahead and end the meeting. Thank you everybody for coming. Bring more people next month. Sign up with Parish to get the reminder. But thank you guys for coming.
There you go.
Is anybody here not receiving the constant contact invite?
I have not, but you had my email put on that piece of paper a long time, so that could be the reason.